Today we're here at the North York Library and we're hosting the Canadian Mechanical Keyboard Meetup for 2025. And we're just here to enjoy some mechanical keyboards with our fellow enthusiasts and beginners alike. What we have here is people bring their own keyboards. They showcase what they have inside, the switches, the keycaps, the case, and then people are free to try them out and test them out. So let's try some out over here. So right here we have a Wuche Freya Ultra with some GMK Sparta keycaps and HMX Macchiato switches. So let's try it out. And we also have some cool features with like a LED display. Keyboards range from, different form factors, different shapes, and we all get to witness them here. So. Well, there's a big need of people trying to gather and test out keyboards, whether you're a beginner or you're an enthusiast for many years. It just brings the community together. You get to witness other people's keyboards, what their makeups, and just interact and talk to the people who have the same common interests. Happiness, right? So, this is a hobby where everyone gets to just indulge in what they enjoy. They get to test out and communicate with other people who are part of the hobby. So hopefully that brings joy to people. Look at everyone's faces. Everyone seems to be in a good mood. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here today. There's lots of tables here where people put their own keyboards. They display what they have, and then they can just try them out. The only way to experience keyboards is to feel them. Typing it on yourself and having the people who are sitting by their keyboards, just asking the questions and just walking around. The main floor is the best place to be because that's where you could actually experience how a keyboard feels, how it sounds, and just getting hands-on experience. I haven't seen too many, but let's walk around and maybe we could find one right now. So here we have a Neo Ergo. It's a tented Alice keyboard, as you can see. It's not the one that you'll typically see in the stores or anything like that. Only places you will find it will probably be at a meetup like this. So not only is it ergonomic, but it's also tented. So something like this is pretty funky. We got over here, we got a split keyboard. As you can see, it connects and disconnects through magnets. So something like this is definitely pretty interesting and wild. Over here, we have a very small keyboard. This is a 40%, but not only 40%, it's like a uhhkumi style, where you have blockers on the ends. There's no num row. So to be able to access the numbers, you'll have to hold a function key, and these ones will all be programmed to have numbers and other types of macros as well. So something like this is very interesting and wild, right? Pretty much right away. How I got into it is just through Reddit. I saw a keyboard that looked very interesting, something that you don't see, a lot of color. So I kind of dug through the rabbit hole. And as you find out how much each thing costs, whether it's a switch, keycaps, even stabilizers, the case, it adds up pretty quick. So the deeper you dive, the more money you'll spend. So you'll find out pretty quick. There are budget ways to do it, but if you want to go deep, you go head first and spend a lot of money. Yeah, so actually this is our first year hosting the Mechanical Keyboard Meetup. Previously it was hosted by someone else, but we've been taking over for the first time this year. We put together this meetup with 250 attendees in a matter of 2 months, but next year we have something bigger planned. We're hoping for 500 plus. We're hoping to bring some influencers or some content creators from the US as well, maybe even internationally, and even host workshops like creating your own artisan keycap. So those are the types of visions we have for the future, and hopefully we're able to bring it to you guys. Yeah, we sold out pretty quick. We made the announcement, I think in a matter of 2 weeks, we sold out 250 tickets. So definitely surpassed our expectations. And then hopefully next year we're able to get something bigger and a nicer venue and be able to provide interactive stations that haven't been done at other meetups before. We're in a very niche hobby where there aren't any retail fronts or anything like that where people can come in and try and see the product that all these wonderful vendors have to offer. So being able to provide the customers accessibility to some of these products and items that these vendors have, that's something that we love to provide, but as well as just the main floor, as you saw. Everyone's talking, everyone's just communicating, and just enjoying the hobby together. And that's something that you can't do behind your computer screen. You can only do here at a meetup like here. So my name is Roy from UniKeys. I just want to thank everyone for coming to our event and joining us. I hope to see you guys in the future at any of our future meetups.
My name is Veronica. I'm with Osume. So what makes us unique is our choice of colors and the thought that goes behind it. So everything has a color harmony to it, and our keyboards are actually very accustomed to newcomers in the hobby because we offer keyboards that are fully pre-built, so people don't have to go through the hassle of tinkering with them or choosing individual parts. So they're highly customizable. People can choose their switch types as well as the keycaps they'd like, and then it would come fully assembled, ready to use straight out of the box, which I think is pretty cool.
Hi, my name is Tina. My brand is Cosmosjinnie. My whole brand is kind of based on food because I have a food and nutrition background. I find that the connection between food and culture is very interesting, which is why everything is food themed.
Hello, so my name is Luke. I'm the founder of 3D Keycap. We are a Canadian keycap manufacturer where we resin print keycaps in a bunch of different colors. We focus on offering different keycap profiles, so different shapes. Our most popular being the DES, which is designed by Sudoku. And we focus on ergonomic keycap sets. We also UV print custom legends on top of it. As you can see, this is a math pad that we worked on with a customer. And we recently started to release some tilter accessories like these ones that allow you to curve your keyboard. So it will look unhinged, but it feels amazing to type on. And we really have an emphasis on ergonomics. We're working heavily on bringing all the production in-house here in Canada. Hopefully, we'll have injection molding in-house next year. And yeah, this started as a passion project over 3 years ago. And now I'm full-time. It's been 2 years. We are starting to have a few employees, and our customers really enjoy our tilters.
Yeah, so I go by the Inverse Key. This is Vintkeys, my company. We specialize in very weird, obscure vintage switches, mostly Alps, some MX, and also Space Invaders. We harvest and clean switches for people for their new builds and also restore keyboards while also preserving history as well. Yeah, so this is actually a prototype keyboard from Japan, from Alps Electric. So this is just showing off a piece of history that most people never will see again, just because it's so rare. It shows the evolution of switches from the prototypes into the later ones here. And this is a great showing of our new custom keyboard that we're going to be coming out with. So these are some prototypes showing that it takes both MX, Space Invaders, and Alps all in one keyboard.
My name is Samuel, and I'm from NyxKeys. And what makes our style so unique is that we have so much customizability in our keyboard. We build premium keyboards, but it has a lot of things you can change and makes it like personal to you. Yeah, so as you see on the table, this is our very first Group I Athena 65. The blue keyboard here is the ISO option. We have a split spacebar option on the screen keyboard here as well, including double backspace. We have 7U spacebar and 6.25. And these are some of our colorways. There's also more on our website. And our base model comes with the engraving of the Owl of Athena, which symbolizes Athena, which is kind of what we call the keyboard off of. And we are also able to do custom weight engravings that the customer can communicate back and forth with us and kind of figure out what pleases them. And as you see here, the piece of copper has been patinaed to make it look like water. And so we also offer a variety of patina options on our weights as well. We can change the style of what's engraved on the keycaps. These ones are brass, these ones are copper, and we also have aluminum keycaps. And one cool thing we also do is if you have commission work, someone has sent us their keyboard, we are also able to Cerakote, and we can also patina.
And my name is Peter. I run BeaverKeys.ca. We're like an online store for mechanical keyboards and accessories. And what makes us unique is that we focus a lot on being budget friendly. So have a very low bar of entry into the hobby and give people everything they need to build their first board. So here we have the Monskeek M1. It's one of our most popular boards. This comes as a bare bone, and this is a particular build I put together with T52 keycaps from FBB and V-Sun Spring keycaps, switches. And here is the bigger cousin of this board, which is called Montspeak M2 V5. It's recently released board and just has all the same features and is a very, very great board for a very low price. And here is another build of mine that's a brand called M-Chose. It's not very popular in the West yet, but they have very high quality boards. They have former employees from Keychron in that company, so there's very good quality and experience within that company. So we're really liking what they're doing there.
My name's Alex. My brand is ZiddyMakes. Our whole style is more fidget toys and more colorful pastels. We do things like macro pads and other things too, but we're kind of more on the creative side of things, but both like 3D printing and both just kind of unique creative designs and just more focusing on fidgeting, just clicking. That's kind of most of our brand. Yeah, so we're all over the place here. So we have stuff like laser keycaps. So we laser these keycaps, all different types of designs. We have dye sublimation keycaps, of all different designs, including your favorite brands. We have things like fidget space bars and fidget Bulbasaurs and all these things. And over here, on the left over here, we also have things like keycaps and switches, which you can customize out. So you can actually take an actual fidget and customize it how you want. Think of it like Lego in a way, and build it how you want. So we kind of take inspiration a little bit from going to the Lego store, building a little toy that you want. So we always like the idea of that, building kind of the toy that you want, and we really like the idea of that, the customization. That's probably a big part of our brand is customization. People want to put their own switch in, want to put their own keycap in, so we design everything to be hot swappable too. And we make everything at home. We, at least most things, 3D printed bases, PLA, use Bamboo lap sprinters.
Hi, my name is Christine. I run a small business called uhhkumi where I make handmade polymer clay keycaps. I started making keycaps back in 2022 during COVID as just a side hobby, and I would take requests from friends and essentially give them away as gifts. And ultimately that inspired me to sort of start making keycaps of my own favorite characters that you might see in video games, anime, and other franchises. So here I have a few different keycaps. I have some Sanrio characters, here some Studio Ghibli characters, and I have various other Pokemon and other niche characters as well. I have my keyboard in the front just as a little demo for people to type on and press the keycaps on. I do make some stickers as well, just as a fun little addition to my my brand. Just also some of my favorite characters, favorite Pokemon, favorite anime characters, video game characters as well.
Hi, my name is Dashan and our brand is UniKeys. So what makes our keyboards unique is the customizability. You can choose different chassis of the keyboards, different switches, different plate, different keycaps. Like they are all available at our store. I guess we can take a look at the Neo ADCU right here. It's a tankless keyboard, and what makes it special is the backhand weight is made of either copper or brass, and that makes the keyboard super heavy. Like the keyboard is about 10 pounds completely built. I don't know if there is any scientific evidence for it, but some people say that copper or brass weight would make the keyboard sound better.
This event actually means a lot to us because the keyboard space in Canada is still very niche, and then so it helps us expand our audience and introduce more people into the keyboard hobby and keyboard community as well. So we're trying our best to cater to newcomers as well, so it's a little less intimidating because the rabbit hole is very deep with all the technical terms and things that people need to get used to. So being able to kind of broaden the community that way for a Canadian keyboard brand means a lot to us.
Definitely like the niche and like you mentioned before, like the small community of people. I have marketed in different events where some people didn't even know what a mechanical keyboard was. So it's kind of nice to meet people that knew what the niche was and like, I guess the value of the art.
This event is a nice way to like meet the people we sell to and to share. So like we're giving a few freebies here and we get feedback onto like what we should focus on. For example, we used to sell the DES as a split set, and here you have the first prototype of a TKL layout where basically people showed interest for it and we worked on making the modifiers so that it would be available for more people here.
Yeah, this event is really great to bring people together to try out new things, maybe some new stuff, some old stuff, and to give people an opportunity to learn about where the hobby started from and also where it's going to go for in the future.
This event means to me as a company especially is a chance for us to get out there, and it gives people an opportunity to kind of see us face to face, feel our products, because especially as a new company, we don't really get a lot of exposure. And this is like a perfect place for us to get some exposure. So having this event is like, it's an amazing thing for us to meet people, see other keyboards, and just like have a good time.
This event, this keyboard event here in Toronto, it's a good opportunity to meet people, meet customers, meet people who are keyboard enthusiasts, and just kind of connect and just kind of talk to people who are very like-minded. So I think keyboards, in a way, is just a proxy to meet other cool people and do other cool things, but I think obviously the keyboards are cool too.
So it's been really nice talking to the other vendors, the guests at this meetup, hearing a bit more about what they like about the hobby, what inspired their process, and it's been inspiring to hear other people's stories, and I'm glad I have an opportunity to share what I've created in the last few years with everyone.
This event means quite a lot to me because I have been in this hobby for almost 5 years, and I have been a vendor for 3 years, but this is actually our first meetup, our first event offline. It's a great opportunity to come here to show people our products and to meet some of the friends we have met online. It's great to see them in person, to chat with them, and to show them some of our prototypes right here. Like usually prototypes are off the table. Like people can only watch it on our YouTube channel or our Discord server, but they never get a chance to actually try them in person. But like with an event like this, they got the chance to try our prototypes, our keyboards, our keycaps, like in person. I think that means a lot to us. That also means a lot to them.
Line Friends, Deathman, and Keycaps. 003. That pretty much concludes all the raffles for today, but thank you guys, and thanks to all the sponsors.